Oh. Merry Christmas. I meant to bring a Santa hat, but I forgot. However, I do come bearing gifts. So, if you would like your present, watch the video, or simply click below, click on the link, and sign up for free. And I'll explain what I'm talking about in a second. First, I'm drinking a whiskey that I can't believe I get to try, that is older than me, at least when it was distilled, not in aging statements, but distilled before I was born. And from Justin Boyer, who came by to hang out, and I got to have a dram. Justin's a whiskey Somm from our school, and also wrote the Whiskey Tribe newsletter for a little while, the intro. This is like a Viking small shield. Is that the Celtic, the small like arm shield, you know? That's hardcore. This is intense, man. Oh, these are staves. These little uprights. Of course they are. Of course they are. So, Duncan Taylor. I'm just going to set this over here. I cannot believe he left this, but he left it for the vault because he is a kind and generous human being. But specifically, this is the Banff Distillery, 1975, cask number 1028, 49.4% alcohol. I can't believe this is gnarly. Bottled for Duncan Taylor. Okay, so I was looking up the Banff Distillery because I've heard about the Banff Distillery, but I've never really researched it. And simply reading the Wikipedia synopsis of the Banff story, which is mirrored in multiple places, is so funny. And it's not funny, but it's so funny that I have to tell you the whole shortened version because it's absurd. But first, weird. Okay, so this is floral to the point of smelling like perfume. I'm looking for, it is honeysuckle, rose petals, super apricot, dense garden, like, what do you call it? Honeycomb. Cut grass. There's a slight green note threaded through there that I can't pick out exactly what it's telling me. It's beautiful. This is like old school fermentations. Meaty is the wrong word, but all of these, I'm describing all these light, pretty apricot flowers, but they're not coming across as, they're coming across as like super heavy, like walking through the spray of a perfume cloud. Like you ever been walking into a building or somewhere and you walk accidentally into the path of a woman who's walked past and has sprayed a crap ton of perfume on themselves, and you feel like you just sort of like walk into a cloud and you're like, whoa, someone had some serious perfume that just passed me. It's that kind of density. Very pretty. It tastes exactly like it smells. This is beautiful. Wow. I really need to condense this down to a smaller bottle so that it isn't just completely oxidized at some point. Yeah, I think I gave all of the notes. I'm going to let it sit for a little. Now, I'm going to tell you a story of Banff Distillery. Because I'm assuming if you're watching this on Christmas, it's because you're taking a break from family. So it's story time. And it's funny. The first distillery to use the name Banff was built by James McKelligan in 1824 on Banff Bay in Inverblindie. In 1837, it was transferred to Alex Mackay, and in 1852 to James Simpson Sr. and James Simpson Jr. Jr. also built a new distillery. Although the Banff Distillery had dealt with fires and explosions in the past, there's a reference that's not uncovered. A particularly bad one damaged or destroyed much of the distillery apart from the warehouse in 1877. By October of the same year, they had rebuilt it and restored it. He then started keeping a fire engine on the premises. You know what we need, guys? We need our own fire department. Not safety. We just need our own fire department. In 1921, 40 years later, 50 years later, they sold the portion to a London company. And then in 32, a subsidiary of DCL, or Distillers Company Limited, who ended up becoming Diageo, bought them and then closed them. Ah, sound familiar? Thanks, Diageo. Then in 1941, Nazi junkers attacked the Banff Distillery and destroyed the warehouse. Many of the casks burned and were destroyed. A lot was lost. The farmers reported the whiskey had run into water supplies and gotten their animals drunk. Oh my God. They started repairing it in 1941. An RAF squadron moved onto the site and stayed there till the end of the war. And after World War II, they renovated it with the intent of restoring it to operation. However, while one of the stills was being worked on by a coppersmith, the vapors ignited and caused an explosion that destroyed the still and part of the distillery. I have no idea what happened to the workman. I'm assuming he didn't survive that one. The parent company was fined £15 for safety violations. And then they renovated it, completely renovated the whole thing, and they returned to operating status. And then in 1983, they were mothballed and closed. And then in 1991, the last remaining functioning warehouse burned down in a fire. So this is a dead distillery. Like, it's one of the lost ghost distilleries of Scotland. But here's why this is funny to me. The only thing that comes into my mind was, we built a castle. It sunk into the swamp. We built another castle. It burned down. We built a third castle. It burned down, then sunk into the swamp. But the fourth one stayed and then was mothballed by Diageo and burned down in 1991. Like, I don't know what was going on at the Banff Distillery, but I sure as hell wouldn't want to work there because it was only a matter of time before you were screwed. But man, the whiskey is delicious. Anyway, Justin, did you know all of that? Because if you didn't give me even a clue about that story, I think it's really funny. Okay, here's what we're going to do for Christmas. I'm giving a present. And it has a little bit of history behind it. Roy Williams, who founded Wizard Academy, used to do this thing called free public seminars. And it was just because a whole bunch of people wanted his marketing advice and he couldn't afford to work with them time-wise. He didn't have the time to work with them, but he wanted to help. And so he was like, look, once a month, I'm going to do a free public seminar. If you can get your butt here to Austin, I'll teach you everything I know for free. And I can't do it every month because my world's complicated. His was complicated too, but for reasons. But it occurred to me that what could be really fun is not everybody can afford the Whiskey Somm School or really needs the Whiskey Somm School. So here's what I'm going to do. On Friday, I threw the thing away. On Friday, March 6th. Friday, March 6th, I am going to do a 4-hour presentation from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. of the BONAFIDE Whiskey Enthusiast Program for free. And everybody who attends will take the tests as we go, and at the end, graduate as a BONAFIDE whiskey enthusiast with the card and everything, completely free. We'll pour you whiskey. We'll have snacks. I won't feed you dinner or lunch, but now your job is you have to get to Austin and you have to find somewhere to stay. There won't be rooms on campus. We're not doing any of that. Just, you got to find somewhere. You got to find somewhere to stay. And you got to show up here at the tower at 1 p.m. on Friday, March 1st. You have to register so we know you're coming, because I am going to limit it to the first 32 people, because I can't, that's the only seats I have in the towers, 32 seats. That's the maximum on the floor, and I'm not going to put people up in the cheap seats. And so, and you can only do it once, right? So if you take this one and we ever do it again, you can't do it again. But the first 32 people to sign up, 100% for free, Friday, March 6th, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Get your butt here, figure out your own lodging. It's free. Register. Click the link. It's in the description. Happy Christmas. And I will see you. If you were already Bonafide, don't sign up for this. If you're already a Somm, don't sign up for this. You're not allowed. I will kick you out. This is for new people. Cheers to you. I'm really glad you're here. If you like this whiskey channel that burned down, sunk into the swamp, and this one stayed, then like and subscribe.